Hello, I'm Mrs. Graham. Welcome to my math class. This video is going to give you a general overview of what to expect. I suggest that you bookmark my math lab, but if you don't have that bookmark, then you need to do a quick search. We'll go to MyLab Math Pearson. And you can see the URL is mlm.pearson.com. If you do not have a Pearson account, then you need to go ahead and register for an account by clicking this button down at the bottom that says Student. Now, I've provided a separate video on how to do that, so I'm just going to go ahead and continue like you already have an account by clicking Sign In. Your sign-in screen will look something like this. Once you get into Pearson, your screen should look something like this. The course that I will be looking at in this video is Transitional Math, but all of the courses are similar. Please be sure to read the welcome announcement. Click on More so you can see the entire announcement. I'll tell you a little bit more about the course and where to start. Throughout the course, be sure to check for any new announcements. The first thing that the welcome announcement is going to tell you is to read the welcome from Pearson and to do a browser check. So that's toward the bottom of your screen. Click on Browser Check to be sure that your browser supports MyLab Math. I'm going to go through most of these menu items that are over on the left of the screen. First thing I want you to be aware of is the syllabus. It is here for you to view, and you can also print this off. At the bottom of the syllabus, you can see our calendar that will give you a guide to what we're expected to learn each day. And if you have any questions about the course, I would encourage you to refer to the syllabus, and if that still doesn't answer your question, then please feel free to contact me. Now let's click on the Assignments tab. And I want us to look at this second assignment. I want to show you what happens when you get a question correct, but I also want to show you what happens when you miss a question. So we'll start off with question 1 here. Find the value of the expression 8 squared. Notice that when I click inside the box in order to type my answer in, I get what's called a math palette appearing down below the question. And this has templates for exponents and square roots that's going to help you enter some of your answers. This particular problem, I can just type in a number answer, press enter, and it will tell me that I've got the question correct. Now I'm going to go ahead and press enter on my keyboard again, and that will take me on to the next question. And this question, I want us to see what happens when I get the question wrong. Let's say I type in 250. It tells me the question's incorrect. So let's try again. And again, I'm going to enter the wrong answer. Still missed it. I'm going to enter the wrong answer again for the third time. And now it's going to tell me that that's incorrect. It will tell me my correct answer, and sometimes it may give you a little bit more information about what you did incorrectly. If you click on similar question, you have another chance to do the problem, and you can still earn full credit. Now I want to talk a little bit about the help features down here on the bottom. Let's click on this first help feature that says help me solve this. This button will take you through how to solve the problem step by step. You will not get credit for the problem using that feature, but you can use the other help features to help you with this problem. Let's click on View an Example. This will take you through how to solve a similar problem, and you can see the problem that's in my example, 10 plus 2 times 11, is very similar to the original problem of 6 plus 3 times 5. You also have more help features. There's animation, there's sometimes videos, you can read the textbook. Then there's this button called Ask My Instructor. If you click on that, it will have a pop-up that will generate an email So I will know exactly what question that you're working on, that you have problems with. And if you have an answer that's entered there, I can also see your answer. And sometimes I can tell from your answer what mistake you are making. So please use that button if you have any questions on how to do any of these problems. Now I want to go back to this first assignment. And you can see here that I have a couple of questions that I have missed, and I can go back and work on those. And I have 2 questions down here at the bottom that I haven't gotten to yet. You can click on any of these questions to go back in and start on. I'm going to go ahead and click on question 6. In order to redo this problem, I will need to click on similar question. Okay, let's click on check answer to this problem. Let's see I have that correct. Now, if you click on these 3 little bars in the upper left-hand corner, it will give you a drop-down menu, and you can see which questions you still have left to go back and rework, so you can go right to that question. You can scroll through your questions with the arrow buttons up at the top, or you can use this drop-down menu to go straight to the question that you need. Now let's suppose that I've been working on this and I'm kind of tired, I don't have time to finish, or just don't feel like finishing my lesson for today. You can just go ahead and exit out of this, or you can go ahead and click save. It saves automatically, so it doesn't matter whether you hit save or not. But that will let you get out of that. And you can see back here on your assignment tab what your grades are so far. I want to return to the home page for just a second. Notice that you can see your score toward the bottom of the page. Down here at the bottom right, I can see that my score is about a 47%. Every time you log into MyLab, you should look to see what your score is. The next thing that we're going to look at in our menu is the Gradebook. You can see my score here. I have 47%. If you click on Show Calculation, you can see what your score is by category. So since I only have 2 homework assignments done, all of my grades comes from my homework. But you will also be able to see your test score, and remember that your homework is rated 20% of your overall grade, tests are rated 40%, and your final exam is rated 40%. So here you can see how your grade is calculated. Down toward the bottom, you can see your grades for each individual assignment. Notice that there is an option for what is displayed in your gradebook. MyLab Math defaults to only showing the last 2 weeks, but you can click on this drop-down menu and see all of your scores for the entire course. The next option in the menu that we're going to look at is our eBook. You can click on chapter contents. Let's go to chapter 1. And I can see the different sections here. So let's look at section 2. And I can read my ebook or watch a lecture video. I think it's important that math literacy especially takes use of reading the ebook. If you click on Multimedia Library, it's going to give you options to view videos or animations. There are other resources available here under this tab as well. Okay, here is my YouTube channel. You can see I have different playlists for each of the courses that I teach. And click on Transitional Math. Not every lesson has a corresponding video, but I do have videos for most of the lessons in Transitional Math and College Algebra. All of this is still a work in progress. I think the videos can be especially helpful if you happen to miss a class. I think one of the useful features of YouTube videos is that you can click on settings and playback speed, and then you can watch the videos and say 1.5 speed, so you can get through the videos quicker than you normally would. The next menu option, Livestream the class via Zoom, will give you the link to join the Zoom meeting or your phone number where you can join the meeting on your phone. And there's also a link to the Zoom recordings in Blackboard. Now, these two options here concerning Zoom are not always going to be available. Hopefully, we'll eventually get out of this pandemic and we'll not always have those options available in MyLab. The tab that says Tools for Success gives you help with basic vocabulary, and it also gives you information about using the graphing calculator. I want us to also look at the Tools for Success button in Math Literacy, because this tab is quite a bit different in the Math Literacy class. Tools for Success here goes through how to answer questions. There's videos and activity manuals, and then also your glossary and helping with your graphing calculator. Skills for Success gives you information on study skills, time management, and other basic skills that all students need to be successful in college. SAU Helpful Links. You'll see several links here, including links to the Counseling Center, the Registrar's Office, and financial aid. If you want to email me, you can click here. And you can see that you also have the option to email other members of your class. Document sharing. Here you can download and print out all of the handouts that you can use to take class notes. You will also have answers to study guides and reference sheets here as well. Now, we have recently updated transitional math and math literacy, so it's going back into those courses for this semester. You can see that the document sharing center here is pretty much empty. There will be handouts added into the document center throughout the course. When I add the documents, the first things that I add are going to be on the bottom, and then the last thing that I add will be on the top. But I always name my files in a way that you can order them alphabetically, and that will put them in chronological order as well. Hopefully, this general overview will provide you with the information that you need in order to feel comfortable with MyLab Math and get started using it in a way that will help you be successful in the course. If you have any questions, please email or call me.